do you read?
Well, the latest book that I'm reading is a book by A.C. Grayling, and it's about the meaning of words and understanding the definition of words. And the reason why I picked it up because, they said, some people are intellectual, some people are not. And I say, you know what, everybody has intelligence. The only thing that's stopping them from expressing themselves is using the right words to actually get that message out there. So I've been reading this book to look at the definition of words, like the word perseverance and what it actually means, like seeing something to the end, the idea of victory, what is success, and it just allowed me to really identify what I want. And I think my idea has always been about what message am I putting across. How do I want that message to be conveyed? And you need to use the right words. I think some people throw words out there. Politicians talk jargon all the time. They do it on purpose. It's not something that you just think off the top of your head, because those are the things that last forever. They have different meanings, and it just allows you to put a deeper impact on whatever you're saying. Right? The English language is complex. It's more than just saying words. It's about, what am I inferring? Who am I relating to? And I think for me, that's always been interesting to me. I love when I can hear a great speaker because it inspires me, and that's why I love church. I love church, the fact that the pastor could just move the whole congregation 5 minutes into the sermon, and you say to yourself, wow. And that's just because the words that he used just makes a difference, It's amazing.
When did your love for words or reading really happen?
I think I've always, as long as I can remember, I've always asked questions. The idea of asking questions allows me to think more. And it's the more I ask questions, the more questions I had, but that means whenever someone asks me a question, I can answer them. And I think for me, it was about learning from the people around me. I think being around my grandfather, he's old school, from America, grew up in Harlem, and he's always believed that a child should be seen and not heard. And I argued with my grandfather at a young age, but in the end, it changed him and it changed me to realize that age does not prove your wisdom. Experience does. And if you're willing to learn from your experience, you have a lot to share. And because of that, that just sparked my interest. If I can talk to my grandfather, who's in his late 70s, and he's willing to listen to me, why is it no one else is not willing to listen to me? The only thing stopping me is myself. And it's only now that I'm 19, turning 20 in September, that I realize the only thing stopping you is yourself. And it also determines whether or not you're going to make it or not make it. And even if you don't make it, you have to really determine what is success to you. Because I think some people think success is a big house on a hill, a big car and everything. But the reality of it is success is what you accept. And if you have your own values, then that means no one can tell you if you're successful or not. Only you can tell yourself, and that means you have control. And they say the opposite of slavery is ownership. So if you can own your ideas, if you can own your own actions and do what you need to do, then nobody can stop you. And I think that's why when I get up in the morning, when I put my thinking cap on, I say to myself, I'm just okay, if you want to get something done, you got to work hard. And if you don't work hard, it's not going to happen. And you can't blame nobody but yourself. And it's scary because that means, wow, it can happen. I can make it happen. It's just down to me. It's down to me.